Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everyone. It's January 24th, and I'm sorry I didn't upload anything. I shouldn't say I'm sorry I didn't upload. I didn't video anything yesterday. We've been in total lockdown here on the weather. Right now, it's minus 33 degrees. Well, this is what the weather forecast is today. I'm hoping that they're wrong, because Ottawa, 80 kilometers from me, is getting, right now it's only minus 27 in Ottawa. And I'm telling you, 27 below and 33 below, huge difference. But anyways, last night I turned the heat off completely. I just had the heat lamps on. Yesterday, we were just in lockdown here yesterday, and I didn't have the duck, filming going on, because I was just, basically, it's been 2 days of solid, just back and forth, taking care of the ducks, and it's brutal. It's brutally cold, and like 33 below right now, and it sucks. So let's go see what the duckies are doing. Hello, ducks. All right, little duckies, what's going on? And I was in here last night, and I put water in here last night at 10:30, and what's the temperature in here right now? So I got just the heat lamps going, and it's minus 2, and it's 33 below outside, so it's cold. Little guys, I'm gonna give them water here. We're gonna make this quick. It's only quarter after 7. I gotta have another coffee, and plus I'm dealing with computer problems, so poor little guys stuck in here. And look at this. I changed this straw not yesterday, not yesterday, the day before. This is like not 36 hours. This is disgusting. They hate being locked up. I'm really sorry, guys. All right, let's get the water happening here, and I'll throw some food down for you. And everyone, we can carry on with our morning, and hopefully I picked it's supposed to go to minus 13 today, which means the ducks will get to go outside. So let's get some water to them. Well, the ducks weren't that thirsty. They're actually not going crazy over the water, and they're not even going crazy over the food. So I came down early enough today so that there was no panic, and I hate when they panic when I come down here and feed them and give them water. But this is cold outside. So let's get back in the house here and let the ducks enjoy their breakfast and some water. Plus I got to check this air vent. It looks like I've got a slight problem with the air vent. Yeah, look at that. That's some serious frost. I think that's because I don't have the heat on, and the air that it's sucking, it's still flowing. I've still got, it's still a hole, but she was frosted up good. I think that is, the cause of that is because I don't have the quartz heater on, there's no really warm air at the top, at the ceiling. And I think that is it. Since it's not sucking any warm air up the ceiling, it's not melting the exhaust. Holy mackerel, that's cold. 33, and there's a slight wind. Yeah, I'll give you a shot here just to give you an idea. Like, it's just a nice breeze. Look at those. I always like looking at the tapes there. And if they're moving, look at that. 33 below and a wind like that. Oh, I hope right now that's a north wind blowing at us, which is the cold front that's coming down from Petawawa. So I'm hoping that it changes here and it turns around, because Ottawa is like much warmer. They're 6 degrees warmer, and they're actually supposed to get like minus 10 or something today. So hopefully it warms up. This is unbelievable. But this is it. It's supposed to we're starting getting some warm weather again. So hopefully. Well, I think the weatherman's lying to us today. It's 10 o'clock, and it's not warming up. It's still 24 below. Well, it's warmer than it was this morning. It's 34 below. It was 34 below. But they were saying it was going to go to 12 below today, which I was hoping to get the ducks outside and and clean the barn out, because it is filthy in there. But it's not warming up yet, and the wind's still nasty. So I'm going them down here to give them some more water and maybe see what their food's like. But it's not warming up. Hello, ducks. How's everybody? It's still too cold to go outside. Oh, they still got some water left, but not a lot. I know. It's all the Muscovies are on the top layers. Look at this. We've got 2 over here. And we've got 3 on that wall. 1 over there and 1 over there. The Muscovies are lucky they get off the ground. The Pekings are all hiding. Then we got a male over there. I wouldn't doubt that there's probably eggs under him. The males seem to like sitting on eggs. It's really weird that way. Alright, I'm going to get some more water and top up their food. And hopefully it's going to warm up today that I can let the ducks out. And because some of them look like they seriously need a bath. Like, oh my, even the males are starting to get dirty. They need a bath and I need to clean the barn out. So hopefully around 1 o'clock or noon today it warms up, because right now like it's too cold right now to let them out. So I'm gonna give them the water and get some food. And all right, I gave the ducks some water. We topped up their water and gave them some feed. Now I had to turn the heat on because we've got a problem here. We've got way too much humidity in here. It's pushing almost 80% humidity, and we've got water droplets forming everywhere. So I turned the electric heat on, and hopefully this gets, well, it's going to dry the air out in here, but it's just far too wet. Everything's got water droplets everywhere. This is not a good. We don't want the building this wet. So hopefully it warms up today. It's supposed to. So I'm going to keep watching the temperature, and as soon as we start getting around the minus 15, minus 12 mark, I'm going to get the ducks out of here so I can do a cleanup, which will really help dry the barn out. We'll get all that wet straw, because the straw is just it's soaking wet, from their wet farts. It's not water anymore, because this swimming pool that I've come up with around there is catching the water. So we don't have water spillage anymore. We're just dealing with duck farts. So the wet duck farts, and they're damp. So we'll leave the ducks alone. But I'll show you here the water. We've got water droplets on everything. So it's far too humid in here. I'm looking at the far corner over there. I'll give you a shot. We've got ice forming on the walls. It's too damp in here. So we've got the heat going. Like I said, I got the heat going, and even though I need to keep the barn cool, the electric heat serves a good purpose of drying the barn out, which is, I'm discovering here. Like everything on this has been a learning process, but like it or not, the barn's got to have some heat in it just to get rid of the humidity. So we'll come down here in about, it's like I said, it's 10 o'clock right now. We'll give them a couple hours, and hopefully, it's going to warm up. I've seen days like this where it'll stay cold and then bang, the warm front will blow in at 1 o'clock and it'll be nice. And as soon as it gets nice, I'm going to let the ducks out, and I'm going to get in there and we'll clean the barn up. And plus, I've got to clean up the hospital, which I'll give you a shot in there when I'm doing that. We've got 3 ducks, in the hospital. Mrs. Gimps in there. So, anyways, I'll bring you up to date on that when I'm doing the cleanup in the barn or in the hospital later on. I don't know if this is turning out here. I'm looking through the window, but the quacking ducks are getting these the ducks in the hospital all excited. They're quacking back. They want out with their friends. Well, Mother Nature's coming through. It's been 1 hour and 15 minutes, and it's come up 9 degrees. Right now it's minus 13, which is unbelievable temperature increase in an hour. In 1 hour and 15 minutes, or an hour, yeah, it's been 1 hour and 14 minutes actually since I was out here. So temperature's really climbing quick. Well, she's coming through for us, Mother Nature. So we're gonna get the ducks out and let them have some free run here. I'll get all that pent-up energy they've got and give them some fresh water in their bathtub, and clean the poop fest up inside that barn so it can dry out. But I hope the weatherman's saying tonight's still supposed to be cool. I'm hoping it's not as cool as they say, but the wind's changed now. Right now the wind's blowing from the south. Considering the last 3 days, the wind's been coming toward from my back, and right now I'm facing south and the wind's hitting me directly in my face, so the warm front is blowing in here. So we're gonna let the ducks out. Come on, duckies. All right, let's see how fast they come out here. Come on, ducks. we'll get the hose out and let me see here how long it takes them to pop their heads out. I hear quacking at the doorway. Come on, duckies. There we go. Alright, so the ducks are coming out. I'm going to get the hose, I'm going to fill up their tub with some fresh water and get that barn cleaned out so they have a dry place to go tonight. And like I said, I'm hoping the weather man is wrong. They say it's still going like minus 20 tonight. Oh, look at them coming out. They say it's still minus 20 tonight. But if it goes out to minus 12 during the day, that isn't the end of the world, minus 20. It's when it's minus 20 all day and it gets colder from that point on is when the problems really start coming up. So I'm going to get the hose out and we're going to get the tub filled up with some fresh water for them. And I'll give you some there'll be some tub action of them taking their baths because they are pretty dirty and it's been 2 days. So, and usually when they get access to the tub after 2 days, they're pretty quick getting in it. All right, I'm in the barn here. I'm going to do egg recon. I forgot to turn the glasses on. I already picked up 6 eggs here. The straw is really, really wet. It's amazing after 2 days how wet everything is. And considering this time, I actually put that catch basin underneath the water so that that I wouldn't have so much water getting spilled, and the ducks still manage to make it a slush fest in here, and it's all duck farts. Right, Miss Chicken? Oh, look at that. Somebody's made a nice little nest there. Okay, now this corner last time had a whole bunch of duck eggs buried. No, nothing buried this time. As you can hear, I don't know if you can hear this. It's pretty slushy. Slushy, as in poop slushy. So, actually not a lot of eggs really, but yeah, I think they're stressed out. Oh, you can see the moisture back there. It's a real slush fest of excrement. It needs to be cleaned out today bad. Cleaned out and dried out. Yeah, it's gross. All right, so not a lot of eggs really, for a whole day, but it's dirty in here, and that's my job right now, is to clean this up and we'll get their water happening outside. And they don't like being penned up, man. It didn't take them long to excavate or exit the building. I let that took the grate off, and the building, I'd say it was cleaned out in about 7 minutes flat. Everybody was out. You'd swear there was a fire in here. All right, I'm gonna go and get the water happening here. Oh, Mr. Muscovy, he's so cute. He wants that female. Well, anybody watching this channel knows that I'm winging it here on doing this duck adventure, and everything I'm doing is trial and error, and I'm figuring it out as I go. And I've discovered the first problem is cleaning out the nesting boxes. They're a disgusting mess, and you really don't want to be digging around in your hands. I've got rubber gloves, but getting down your hands and knees to scrape out the nesting boxes, it's just a nasty job. So I said I had to come up with something else, and I got my shovel out, and I started scraping. I said, this isn't working. The angle was all wrong. So then I went to the garage and I just did a simple bend on the end of the shovel, just enough to get an angle so I can hook it out. Now I'll show you here. I'll give you what it looks like working, and it works pretty good. It's a new tool for cleaning out the nesting boxes. And I just you can see the bend. It's just enough bend that I can hook, and I'll give you a shot of how well it works, because I did those 4 boxes there with the shovel before I bent it, and it was as you can see, like, it's leaving all of the at the front of the box, and you can't scrape it out, and they're disgusting, and they need to be cleaned out. And I didn't clean them out a couple days ago there when we had the emergency lockdown because it was too cold outside and I was rushing. So there's 4 days worth of poop inside the nesting box. So I've got to clean it out. So I'll give you a shot of how this new tool works. Okay, so this is the new nesting box scraper. We'll just go down and... Oh, that's way better. I can clean it right out. And you don't have to bend over it. That's slick. That makes it a lot easier. And being bent over and doing this by hand, it could be done on, I've done dirtier jobs. But, to have something you don't have to be on your hands and knees in feces, look at that, just scrapes it right out nice and clean. And it's right at the back, that's where the duck's rear end is. And they're squirting the poop right at the back. And, until they start laying eggs in here and actually treating it like a nest, they're going to continue to do this. So I had to come up with something, because I got to clean it out or, the poop. Because and one other design flaw, and I said to myself I should do this, is I should have lined the nesting boxes when I had them in the garage with coroplast. I don't know why, I got so excited about getting the nesting boxes in here, I didn't do that. And I should have. Because, I can see these nesting boxes not lasting because the bottom is just particle board. I think it's actually MDF. And it's not going to last. But, it'll last this season. But, but if I had the coroplast in the bottom, and they could, they would be dry. But this is slick. I don't have to bend over, my hands and knees, and I can scrape right out the front. This is, oh, we got an egg back there somehow I missed. I'll put that in the little nest there. And you can scrape. Now that one is frozen in the corner. That's a cold corner. Yeah, that's the answer. Like, look how fast that was. And it cleaned up real nice. So that's just basically, I just took a regular, square mouth shovel. I think it was like about a $30 shovel. I've had it for, over a decade. And bend the end of it, and it is the scraper now, official nesting box scraper. So a new tool for the duck adventure. I'm in here cleaning, and the ducks are, even though it's nice out, it's not cold, they're outside. I'll show you here. It's so funny because they keep coming in to see what I'm doing because they want to come back into the barn, but it's not even cold out. Look at them, they're all waiting by the door. Now some of them are over there having baths, cleaning up, or I really should say having sex. It's been pretty well non-stop mating in the tub today. And the females keep going in there to get done. I don't know if any are having showers right now. I know there's nobody having a shower. I got the hose spray in there. But they're all sitting here waiting for me to get done. They're wusses. They've been inside here, and they hate being inside, but they want to come back inside. Oh, there they are, pecking at the straw. They love new straw. Straw to them is new straw is Christmas. So let's unwrap the Christmas present for the duckies. I'm outside working, and there's not a duck outside, so I thought I'd come and see what's going on in here. And look at this. I forget which user it was that told me to throw some straw in here, and I did. And the Muscovies have decided to make that their place to hide now. Chickens are in there, so I forget the user that's one of my subs that said to do that. Great idea. I wish I could remember which one. I've had a lot going on today. But everybody's inside. Now the weatherman lied. It is only minus 12 outside, but the wind chill, it's got to be minus 30 because I'm telling you that the wind out there is nuts. My little finger's frozen. it's so cold out there, but little duckies that had baths, they're all in here. The chickens. Everybody's in here enjoying the fresh straw. Fresh straw to these guys is Christmas. Isn't it, everybody? Alright, I'm gonna go back. I'm not done outside yet. I've been at it here 2.5 hours doing this cleanup. I hate this extreme weather lockdown. Really cranks up the workload. Well, I finally got all my chores done down here. I'm leaving the heat running on full blast. And I've got the exhaust fan running because I want to dry the barn out. It's really, really wet in here from them being locked up in here for, what, it's been 3 days now. And plus having the water in here and the floor getting wet and the barn's just, it's wet. And I got to dry it out. So I've got the heat going full blast, which I will turn off later tonight when it gets colder because they don't need heat on during the nighttime. But it's cold enough outside, even though it's right now it's -10 outside. The wind chill is enough that the ducks are in here. Now, anybody that's been watching this series knows that my ducks don't really like being in the barn. They'd rather be outside. So for them to come in here on their own and all bed down in the middle of the day tells you that they don't like wind chill either. Which I've always known that the ducks didn't like the wind. But it really shows they don't like the wind chill today. So I'm going up now to deal with the hospital ducks, which is going to be another job here. I've got to clean out the hospital and give them a bath and check them over and see what's going on with the, I've got Mrs. Gimp up there with a really bad limp. Her limp's gotten worse. So I don't know what's happened to her. And I've got the other duck, the other peking female that got hurt, which I've got a bad feeling about her. I think she displaced her hip when she landed sideways in the nesting box when she flew over top of me, panicking. And then I've got Mrs. Iscovy, and we'll see how her feet are doing. I know one thing: there's 3 happy ducks. They're laying eggs in the hospital, and they're talking to each other. It was really funny this morning when I let the ducks out and they were all quacking like crazy. The ducks inside started quacking like nuts, so it was sort of neat. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to change here so I can work inside, not overheat, and we'll start the duck hospital show. Okay people, it's time for hospital time, and the hospital's gotten a much higher occupancy rate now. Okay, so here's the deal. We got Mrs. Iscovy, which we're going to take her out and give her her bath. And we've got the limp game duck here on the left, the Peking duck here that hurt herself when she flew across and landed on the nesting box sideways. And then we've got Mrs. Gimp with a really bad limp. And I don't know if her really bad limp is because of her clubfoot or if she got hurt. So I've got her in here, just in case. So I want to observe her for a little while, see how she's doing. So, and now they're laying eggs and they're eating and they're drinking, so everybody's happy. But what's going to happen here is I'm going to catch one duck at a time. And then I'm going to put them in the holding cell, or the old private hospital. And then I'm going to clean out the new hospital and put new straw in. And then I'm going to take them one at a time out of there, let them have a bath, and put them in here. Because the last thing I want is 3 ducks running around. We already know, anybody that's watched the videos, Miss Iscovy always has to do a couple poop bazookas around the room here, and the last thing I need is 3 ducks doing it. So I'm going to give you a perspective on what it's like for me to do this from the old pivot head, or not old, the new pivot head point of view glasses here. So let's get started. All right, here we go. Now we're going to see if this works according to plan. I've got 3 ducks to handle by myself, so it should be interesting. Now, come on, duckies, are you going to cooperate? Now, if everything works out here, I'm going to go like this, and maybe they're going to get, they're going to cooperate here. We'll find out. I'll move that like that so it hooks. All right, come on, ducks. Come on out. Let's go. Come on. All right. I think I need something to, come on. Let's stay calm. We gotta clean this out. It stinks. Come on. Come on, ducks. Come on. Come on, girls. All right, I'm going to get the broom. All else fails, get the broom. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, the old hospital a little closer. Like this. Come on, duckies. Come on. Come on. Come on, girls. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Everybody's hurt, so I don't want to do anything that's going to make you worse. Come on. Come on, duck. Come on. All right, Mrs. Muscovy, come on. Come on. You, come on. Let's get in here. All right. You know what to do. You just stay right there. Okay, so we'll get this too. Now, doing this by yourself, Cindy's away at a family emergency. Come on, duck. All right, get in there. All right, get in there. All right, come on, Mrs. Gimp. Oh, of course, Mrs. Gimp's going to be the hardest. Come on. All right, everybody get in there. Now, I'm going to clean the cage now. Well, clean the hospital. And then that actually didn't work out. That wasn't too bad actually at all, was it, duckies? All right, so now I put some gloves on, and look at that, eh? Poop. Ugh. Anyways, this got to be done minimum every second day. You know, being that it's in the house, you know, thankfully it doesn't stink up the house. It's in the back shed here, so. Okay. Now, all right, this is a perfect job for my little scraper shovel down in the barn. I think I'm gonna go get it. So my new invention that I made. All right, I'll be right back. Well, I opened the back door and I thought, oh, I'll just get the snow shovel. Okay, now it's close enough that I can grab it with my hands here. I'll put the shovel back outside. Put some gloves on and proceed to fill up an old feed bag. That's one thing, these feed bags work great for this. Alright, there's one egg. There's the other egg. It's, I don't think Mrs. Gimp's laying eggs because there was no egg this morning from her. Just the two from the original herd peking that I brought in. And the Muscovy, or Miss Ice Scovy I should say, is not producing any eggs yet. This little tray that I put around, it's an old plastic dish. It works perfect to contain the water that they spill. Well, you're not going to believe it. I did the whole. I thought I turned my pivot head glasses on, and then I did all the medicine or the treatments and washed them all the duckies up and you know, got them out and cleaned them up and you know the whole thing. And I never recorded. I never hit the button, and because I have such bad eyesight, I didn't see the red light not flashing. So I didn't get the footage I wanted to get to show you, you know, giving the ducks their bath. It was so cute, and Miss Ice Scovy cooperated perfectly. The peakings, well, the injured peaking, the middle one here, sort of cooperated. Miss Gimp, you know, was a little bit better, but Miss Ice Scovy is, she's so trainable. She's unbelievable. She's almost a pet. She's so relaxed when you grab her. But so I've got all three duckies in here, and you know the middle one is the one that got hurt flying, and you know Miss Gimp here. I don't know what's going on with her. Why her? I think it's her club foot is causing her to have a bad limp. That's the thing I can think of. But we're going to keep her inside here, and we'll see what happens. And but Miss Ice Scovy, she's doing just. Thing was, I had her out, and I had some really good shots of her feet. Her feet, before her skin on her feet felt like a baby's bum. It was very, very soft. Well, now it's starting to get the scaly ridge feeling. It's starting to get like a duck's foot. So it's definitely healing, but she is losing some of her skin. There is actually, you can see, she lost more web on her left foot. And there was a black, which I really wish I had with the glasses would have been on, because I really got a good shot of her feet. Her left foot had a big black piece of scab that was coming off, and there was a whole chunk of skin that was falling off. So she's lost some of her web, but her feet definitely, they're no longer feeling like a baby's bum. It's got a scaly feeling to it. So you know, she's healing. So I think probably another week, maybe a little bit longer, and the scaly, her feet will get a good solid scale, and it'll be back to almost like normal feet again. And then we can put her out with the rest of the ducks. And the other two, well, we're going to keep them in here in this limping thing. I've got a bad feeling about the one that flew over top of me while I was in the barn feeding them. I think she hurt herself really bad, and well, we'll see. Well, I don't know, but it's a shame because I got some really good footage with those glasses. Well, it would have been good if I would have hit the on button. So, anyways, that's the duck update for today.